Hello, welcome back to the show. This is episode number 6, I believe. Wow, 6 episodes, huh? Um, Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Like I said, I finally started talking about this podcast on all of my social media platforms. So that's been really fun. I've been getting a lot of feedback from a lot of people who have tuned in, supported the podcast. So that's really nice. And yeah, I'm just super proud of myself to actually have gotten this started and trying to build myself a platform. And now the treasure of this whole thing is just like, you know, the only way that it can grow is the fact that I'm being consistent with it. And so, um, yeah, I believe that that's the only way to do that. And now I'm on episode 6, and I'm so proud of myself for being able to shoot this. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm sure you can't because you're listening, mostly are listening on the podcast platforms. But if you're watching on YouTube, I'm in a new office space. Um, this is actually the company that I'm working for right now. It's called the Creative Pathways and Means. It's a great company. I truly believe in what they're doing. Um, and they are kind enough to let me shoot my episode in this office. It's a co working space, but they actually do have an office on this floor. So, super excited about that. That's something that I'll probably dive into in a few other episodes. But today, I just kind of wanted to check up again and just see kind of like where I'm at. Um, because this is my therapy. I also have my coffee here, which is funny because it's like 5:05 in the afternoon, and I'm having my cup of coffee because there's a football game on tonight. But also at the same time, I'm trying to shoot this, edit it, and upload it all at the same night. So got to try to buckle in and get this work. But yeah, like I said, welcome back. Today, I just kind of want to talk about a few things and catch everybody up on where I'm at. So excuse me while I take a sip. Okay, so I think last week I talked a lot about this networking group that I'm starting. I'm super excited about it. It's something that I've thought about quite often this year, especially over the summer. I thought about it a lot because the fact that um, it's something that I would like to join, and maybe I'm not too well connected into like the networking space online. I know a lot of people like to network online, and a lot more like to network in person. So I'm trying to find that healthy balance with this group. Um, so I guess the start of the mission statement of the group is like I truly believe that the young professionals, 35 and under, are the key to the generations coming, um, and the challenges that come with it. Part of the CPM as a group, they talk a lot about how AI is coming, and we need to future proof our modern professionals. But on top of that, reconnecting adults with their creativity spirit, both of which I truly believe in. But the fact of the matter is, there's a third component that I also think, which is super important to a lot of us growing up. I'm 25. Believe it or not, I'm a 90s kid. And I tippy toe between that line of like a millennial and like Gen Z, which is always fun. It's a fun conversation to have with a lot of people because I am pretty tuned in with like a lot of Gen Z stuff, but also I can relate to, the days when people were wearing, um, you know, polos and cargos and Jordans, and that was like the cool outfit. So I could totally relate to both sides of the generations. And I think that there's a lot more people out there that are like me who are, I wouldn't say like stuck in between, but trying to make something out of themselves in that space in between generations. And what I've come to find out, I've had this conversation with my business partner a while ago, is that like a lot of people who are graduating college or even high school that transition into the professional setting, whether it's blue collar or white collar work, it is quite difficult because of the circumstances that you're thrown into. Um, the expectation is still the same no matter what age you are, but just the fact of the matter is like finding other people that you can relate to in these workspaces are quite the challenge. And so that's part of the reason why I'm really invested into putting this networking group together. My partner and I, Tevin, are working really hard on it with a few other people that have reached out to me, and people that I've ran into throughout the past couple of months. I've kind of done like a soft pitch to a lot of people, and I've gotten a lot of verbal commitments. Um, so yeah, we're putting together the pieces as we go, kind of like learning how to fly while we're building the plane. And it's a different, it's a different challenge just because of the fact that like it's not really for profit. And the fact of the matter is like I'm more, and a lot of other people are well built to build companies that are for profit. So I'm tackling like this new angle of building a community that's not for profit, and that's going to be a fun challenge for me. For example, like yesterday, I opened up my very first Facebook group page that wasn't for a business, and that's, I think, primarily where the community is going to live, which I'm super excited about because everybody has Facebook, and if not, they can just download it and make a quick account. And one of the other reasons why I wanted to go with Facebook is because Facebook, from what I've heard and the rumors that are floating around the internet, is that like they're taking Discord's technology where you could have multiple rooms but the same community in one setting. I believe Slack does that as well. They're gonna put that into like the Facebook groups functionality. So, like if you look into your Facebook groups that you're in right now, there's a few of them, and the numbers that I saw was like they're rolling it out slowly, but 500,000 Facebook groups already have the functionality of like it's called chats. So when you go into the group, the Facebook group, if you look at the top sections, like there should be like discussion topics, and then chat should be in there somewhere up top. You can click that, and then there should be different rooms available for you to join. Um, that'll be perfect for this group because this networking group, I don't want it to be super tied into Topeka, although we are doing a lot of community stuff like giveaways and events and socials and stuff like that. But what I don't want to happen is for it to be super tied down to Topeka only because really I want to do this for a lot of the folks that maybe don't live close to metropolitan city like LA or New York or Miami or whatever. Um, I guess like the guiding principle is like just because you don't live in a big city doesn't mean that you can't do something great. Um, so yeah, that's a that's a thesis that I'm working on right now, and I think that the community itself is going to speak for itself once it starts to come alive, and hopefully we have something solid by the year ends. By the time the year ends, which I'm super confident about, I think that we could do that. Um, our goal in the first year is to get up to 100 members, and I think that's even being really conservative, just because of the fact that it's like you don't have to pay for it, at least for right now. And I don't have any plans or intent to make money off of this. Um, so it's a free networking group. You just have to be. The challenge that we're running into right now is like you have to be a certain kind of person that can fit well with the other people in the group. And I got to be honest, I'm not somebody that I don't play well with others. I'm a very what's it called, internal person. I'm also really um, I'm actually like not as inclusive as it seems. I'm really closed off, just because of the fact that like I've just been burned from the past, and I'm trying to change that about myself. So having other people around me that are outgoing and whatnot, I think that's going to be super good for me. But there's a certain level of and this is a problem that a lot of like businesses don't really understand yet, is that like you're the person that you're wanting to go after, and just in terms of like a customer or a client, you know, the the more niche down you could find that in the different industries that you are in, the better that you'll be as a business. And taking that mindset into building a community slash network is a little bit different, just because of the fact that like we're not trying to profit off of you, but at the same time, like you have to be able to blend in well with the rest of the group, and so that's currently a challenge that we're struggling with right now, is just being able to identify what kind of people we're wanting to get into the group. Um, but besides that, everything's going pretty well, pretty smoothly. I think we're at around like 5 people right now, which is crazy. But um, we have some events that we're trying to put together before the year ends. Like I said, we also have a community giveaway around Christmas time that we're trying to put together. So yeah, super excited. I'm really excited to see what we can do within the next few months to get into 2023 for that aspect of my life. Just trying to be a little bit more out there, putting my name out there. I have a pretty big milestone coming up, which is $1 million in ad spend managed um, as a marketer. So that's definitely something that I want to get out there. Um, so networking and trying to find my ways into rooms that I previously wouldn't have been able to put myself in, I think is going to be a great thing for me to do. And also at the same time, it's like, I have to grow up sometime. I'm 25. I turn 26 in May. Like, I have to grow up and forget like these, you know, like I can't just be antisocial for the rest of my life. I mean, there's certain parts of my life where I have to be antisocial, like, just because like my mental health and stuff. Like I just recharge better on my own. Um, but that's something that I'm gonna have to grow out of. And this is where it's starting to feel like therapy, is because like I'm actually talking to you like you're my therapist. But that's something that I'm definitely gonna have to grow out of. Especially because of where I'm trying to go in life, um, my goals in life, and like the things that I want to get done in life. It's definitely a fear that I'm gonna have to get over. Um, So, anyways, yeah, just to wrap that all up in a pretty bow, that's definitely something that we're building right now. And like I said, and I always keep saying this, but the more that this podcast grows, you're gonna start seeing people in here as a guest, or just like someone who is pretending to be my therapist, and I'm just like venting to. You're gonna find people in here that are involved with the different things in my life, and I can certainly guarantee that. And that's coming very, very soon. I just don't know. I'm trying to get things scheduled and put together as best as I can with everything else that I got going on right now. My full time job, 2 businesses, you know what I mean? So, and then this networking group, like a lot is going on, and just the fact that like I can breathe for a little bit is a blessing. So, um, but yeah, aside from that, um, I'm also, like I said, with the upcoming milestone, crossing that $1 million mark in advertising um, is going to be pretty big. And I think what I'm wanting to do as I celebrate that is actually launch a consulting service, basically where I help you. It's a done with you consulting agency where I'm just kind of like helping you manage marketing, especially your ad spend and your organic growth, both of which I have a specialty in. So I would love to actually craft services around that. I think that there's in my value ladder, there's 3 I know right now that I want to do. There's a free consultation, which is 30 minutes um, of your time, and we just like go over your marketing plan, and I'll plug in where I think I could be of value. And then the two other packages is that you know the middle one, which is like the one-off scheduling, which is you pick a time on my calendar that I'm free, and I'm still not sure what the price range is going to be, but it's an hour long consultation. I'm thinking around like the $50 to $70 range, depending on the size of the company. Um, so I'm planning on doing that as like my main service to sell, and then I think I'm gonna also have like a higher level one where it's like a monthly payment. It's a recurring payment, and then basically what's gonna do is like you just have free access to me 24/7. You'll be set up on a Slack channel to where I can like talk to you 24/7, and at the same time you can schedule me anytime on a free calendar spot that I have, which is going to be a lot of value for you if you're a business owner or small business owner, or if you're just wanting to start something up and want to do more organic stuff online. Like I definitely could help you with that. Um, so yeah, I think that's something that I'm really considering. Um, that'll be under Six Rings Media, so it's still under what I'm doing as a business right now. I am thinking really hard about opening up consultations just because of the fact that like the done for you service, that's something that I still want to do, but I just can't scale it right now with the time that I have. So done with you, I think I can do a little bit better, um, just because of the time constraints. If not, if I'm doing done for you like advertising, like that's gonna take up, I'm gonna sleep like 4 to 5 hours a night, and I'm just not sure that I'm ready for that right now because I'm pretty fucking close to that already. Um, and I just know that having those kinds of clients like on board, I mean, it's just gonna be a logistical nightmare for me. So I think that that's already going to be good enough. The consultation services, and plus, I just like talking about marketing all day anyway. So yeah, super excited for that. I think that's it. Um, as far as like marketing the podcast, I'm trying to find a better way to do that. Um, it's a little bit different because it's like I'm not trying to like annoy people every single day with it, but at the same time, I know that's what I have to do. But for the ones that have tuned in, I really do appreciate you guys, and if you tune into this one, I super appreciate it. Episode 6 for Six Rings Media and Six Rings Capital. Those are the devil's numbers. I don't know why I said that out loud, but but yeah, I'm super excited for where I'm going. Right now, I'm content, but I'm only content right now because I know that a lot more good things are coming soon. And I read somewhere the other day where it's like, if you want to be someone who can't be duplicated, you got to be patient. And and I think I talked about that actually in the past couple episodes. Like, yeah, that's something that I'm learning right now is like just trying to be as patient as I can every single day while I'm building like big things and planting the right seeds for my future. Um, yeah, it's a hard lesson, but I think it's one worth learning. So yeah, interesting season of my life for sure. But I'm glad that you guys are all on this trip with me, and hopefully you guys stay on board. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Episode 6. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. If you really enjoyed this, send me a message. I'd love to have a conversation with you about what I'm doing and where I'm going. And yeah, I this should be uploaded tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get this done right now before the game starts. So, anyways, thank you so much, and yeah, same time next week. Okay, bye.